Hey y'all. So I'm Cookie. You can call me Christine if we're real personal-like, but I prefer Cookie. I'll be your dominatrix clown for the evening, though of course you could always just call me Mistress. Now I'm sure all y'all's wondering exactly what it is I do. Well, permit me to inform, it's just standard fare really. You got your beating, you got your whipping, you got your nipple clamping, your genital tugging, your bloodletting, what have you. Though suffice to say my menu's more expansive than that. I'm well versed in all the darker comedic erotic arts. Now, I know what some of y'all's thinking. Maybe the people without the weird colored hair, you know, the normal people. I know what you're thinking. That don't sound very funny to me. Not very clowny at all, Mistress. And tell you God's honest truth, it ain't so much about what y'all think so much as what makes me laugh. Though as Randy Dom used to say about the dominatrix clowning and all, at the end of the day, you may go home battered, bruised, and bleeding, but you go home with a smile on your face. After all, I do try to inject some humor into it for y'all's sake. With my accoutrement, do torture and pleasure. You got your goofy lube, you got your dildo-matic with rotating knives, you got your seltzer water up to wahoo, blood play, cream pies, both kinds, that sort of thing. Now, the one thing I don't do is balloon animals, though I can turn any slave into a pony. But that takes a very, very, very special kind of muscle control that not every submissive has. So if I was all y'all, I wouldn't get too worked up about it, because what I can see under the lights looks like we might have some weak fingers in here. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. Now, as icing on the pancake, as it were, the whole time I'm working you over, I'm telling highly disrespectful religious jokes. I know some of y'all may be in the back because I can't hear you, might not be too keen on that idea. And let me just say, I know we ain't all gonna be friends in here saying Facebook. This is the real world, and I appreciate that. But I find if you open up your hearts and your minds, you just might find yourself laughing despite yourself. So for this next part, I'm gonna need me a volunteer. Real quick before you go raising your hand all at once. This is just going to be a demonstration, right? Pain costs extra. So, are you a virgin?
No.
No, yay? Do you have any virgins that would be up for a little public humiliation? Oh, I like that spirit. You come on up. You put your drink down. Alright, so if you do me a favor and sit in this chair here. What's your name?
Nikki.
Nikki. You mind if I call you my little rag doll?
Absolutely.
I don't truck with all that calling my subs maggot and such. I find it so unattractive. Now, do you have any joint issues? Excellent. I'm so happy about that. Now, if you could just do me the favor, put your hands behind your back. And, well, I'm just going to tie you up just real gentle, like, excuse me. I'm going to put this down on the ground for a second.
Like you do. I've never done this before, I swear.
So, having worked up my submissive to the point where pain equals pleasure and of course sarcasm equals love, we can begin. Now, in this particular scenario, what I might be doing with my lovely rag doll is working her over with my hilarious long metal nails, which I did not bring for safety's sake. But we can all pretend we have a mental picture in our head, and so we can begin. Now, way back in the day, about 2,000 years ago or so, in Jerusalem, Jesus, my favorite mythological character of all time, was walking around. Just walking around when he comes to the town square, where he sees all these people stoning a harlot. Now, believe you me, Ain't nothing in the world I love more than a stoned harlot. If you know what I mean, and I think a couple y'all do. But they was throwing rocks at this poor girl, and that just ain't right. So Jesus walked up there and he goes, "Hold your horses, people. What y'all doing around here? Let ye who have no sin cast the first stone." And the crowd fell real quiet, as you could well imagine, as this little old lady walks up from the back, picks up a big old rock, walks over to where the harlot lay, and drops the rock smack dab on her head. Boom, splat, brains everywhere. And once again, the crowd was real quiet, until Jesus said, "Mama." Scratch. Now, having my submissive subdued and whatnot, another scenario could be I could be working over with my multicolored whips, beating her into comic submission. So for this next one, we're going to be doing just that. I've just got to get these little suckers off here. You don't mind a little whip action on your back, do you? For some reason, I think you don't. I know. That's fantastic. Actually, having to hold this, you get two in one hand, which is extra special. All right, it involves my favorite mythological character, so I hope y'all enjoy. Just say red if it gets to be too much. I know you didn't talk about this before. So last week, Jesus and Moses get together. And they decide they're going to have brunch and see if they still got their old powers. So Moses goes first, and they're over at Fisherman's Wharf, and they walk down to the water. And Moses goes, and he raises his arms, and the water parts. And he goes, "Still got it, still got my mojo." Next up, it's Jesus' turn, right? So Jesus walks out to the water. And each time he walks out, he sinks down. He walks back out and he sinks right back down. Walks right out again and sinks right back down. He comes back to the shore and he's talking to Moses about it. And they're thinking, and they're thinking, and they can't quite figure it out, and they think some more. And finally Moses figures it out and he goes, "Oh, Jesus, I figured it out. Last time you didn't have those holes in your feet." So there's a little representation of my services. If that sort of thing seems like it might be on your to-do list, you can call my direct line. That's 1-800-COOKIE-D. D stands for Dominatrix Clown. Thank you so much.